Let's be honest for a second. If you've ever tried to learn SEO on your own, you know it can be an absolute nightmare. It's like trying to drink from a fire hose, right? There's just so much information coming at you, and it's so easy to feel like you're completely drowning. But what if there was a better way? Today, we're going to look at a 30-day starter kit that promises to be exactly that. Does this sound familiar to you? You've got what, like 15 tabs open in your browser? You're halfway through some YouTube tutorial that stopped making sense 10 minutes ago, and your notes are just a jumble of contradictory advice. You're trying so hard to connect the dots, but you just end up with more questions. It's a really frustrating place to be, and trust me, you are not alone in that SEO maze. And this quote from SEOSiri, this just cuts right through all that noise. This isn't just a nice little motivational saying, it's a call to action. It's about making a shift. From just passively consuming endless confusing articles to actively building real, tangible skills. And that, right there, is a total game changer. Okay, let's just get into it. Why does learning SEO feel so impossible sometimes? Well, you've got one so-called guru telling you it's all about backlinks. Another one swears by content length. And then, just when you think you've got a handle on things, Google drops a massive algorithm update, and bam, everything you thought you knew is out the window. It's this constant whirlwind, and it's enough to make you want to just give up. But what if you could swap all that chaos for clarity? Imagine having a step-by-step guide, a real roadmap to get you through that SEO jungle, something that actually makes sense from start to finish. That's the big promise here, and I'm really interested to see how they pull it off. And here it is, the big reveal, the 30-day SEO Starter Kit. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Another online course? But hold on, let's look at what makes this one different. It's not positioned as some kind of magic fix, but as that very first crucial step on a much longer journey toward real mastery. So who's steering the ship? Well, the kit was created by Momenul Ahmad, who's the founder of SEOSiri. And that actually matters a lot. This isn't just some random person's advice. We're talking about a curriculum built by someone who's actually been in the trenches and gets the real-world struggles that beginners face. So what is the core mission here? It's not about turning you into an SEO wizard overnight. The goal is much more realistic and honestly way more powerful. It's about building a solid, confident foundation in just 1 week. Just think about that for a second. In only 7 days, you could go from feeling completely lost to actually having a clear plan you can act on. That is a huge deal. All right, so let's pop the hood and see what's actually in the box. What are the tools you're going to get to start building these skills right from day one? So you get this awesome 3-part toolkit to fight that SEO confusion. First, there's a roadmap and an ebook that's basically your personal GPS for the first month. Then you got a video series just for week 1, which isn't just theory. It's a hands-on guide for crucial skills like keyword research. And finally, a printable checklist. Come on, who doesn't love the feeling of checking things off a list and seeing that progress right in front of you? Now, for me, this is where it gets really interesting. So many courses out there are just, glorified textbooks that just drown you in theory. This whole thing is built around the idea of getting your hands dirty. It's the difference between reading a book about swimming and actually jumping in the pool. I love this slide because it just lays it all out so perfectly. On the one side, you've got that tangled, frustrating mess of trying to teach yourself, which we all know so well. And on the other, you have a clear, straight path to your goal. It's like the difference between being lost in the woods and following a clearly marked trail. And now, the part you were probably wondering about, the price. And I gotta say, I was expecting a much bigger number. For just $15, you get this entire starter kit. I mean, that's less than a couple of fancy coffees, and it's an investment in a skill that could literally pay for itself for years to come. But here's the thing that really makes this stand out for me. This starter kit isn't the finish line, it's the launch pad. It's designed from the ground up to give you that solid foundation and, just as importantly, the momentum you need to start a much bigger journey, a journey towards true SEO mastery. And here's what that bigger path looks like. You start here with this kit, building that rock-solid foundation in week 1. Then, when you're feeling ready, you can level up to the full 4-week mastery journey. And what's the final boss? An exam, where you can earn your official SEOSiri skills badge, something you can actually show off as proof of your new expertise. So, why should you even care about a digital badge? Well, because in the huge, noisy world of digital marketing, where everyone claims to be an SEO expert, a real certification is your proof. It's built with the same standards you'd see on platforms like Coursera or HubSpot Academy. It sends a clear message to employers and clients that, hey, you've done the work, and you actually have the skills to prove it.
Okay, so we've looked at the problem, we've explored the solution, and we've even mapped out the entire path to mastery. At this point, there's really only one thing left to do, right? It's time to take that first step. It's time to stop just reading about SEO and start doing it. So, if you're ready to trade in all that confusion for some real, actual confidence, your next step couldn't be simpler. Just head on over to SEOSiri.com and you can grab your starter kit and get going today. So really, the question is pretty simple. Are you ready to finally turn all that SEO anxiety into a real asset for your career? The path is right there in front of you. The only thing missing is you.